evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Telegraph Bespoke, we would like to welcome you to the Daily Telegraph head office for an evening with Geoffrey Archer. Please welcome to the stage your host, Sunday Telegraph political columnist and Daily Telegraph culture columnist, Simon Heffer.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Telegraph, welcome to Telegraph Towers. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Geoffrey Archer.
Well, I heard 20 minutes ago that the book has gone to #1 in the United States of America. The whole world has changed. You do your tweet. I do a tweet every morning. I do a Facebook pretty well. And I have to tell you, I put the cover of the book out last week and 56,000 people clicked in immediately. I put a picture of my grandson, age 1, out and 142,000 clicked in.
You had originally thought you were just going to write 5 books, but this is the 6th and there's a 7th to come, isn't there? When did you change your mind?
Well,
and why?
Well, you try to do things that you think are sensible. I thought I'd write 5 books, 20 years each. That's it, 100 years. Start in 1920, end in 2020. Thank you very much. All very neat and tidy. So by the time I got to the 5th book, when they were 42, Harry 42, Emma 40, Giles 42, I either had to put them all in a bus and push them over a cliff, or carry on. So I went back to the publishers and said, I'd like to do 7 books. I think that will come to a natural conclusion in 7 books, and they happily agreed.
Galsworthy and Proust had very clear plans of each novel as they sat down to write them. They may not have foreseen the far end, but they knew what they were doing, sort of 1 novel ahead or so. That isn't quite how you work, is it?
No, I get up in the morning, 5:30. I work from 6 to 8, break for 2 hours, 10 to 12, break for 2 hours, 2 to 4, break for 2 hours, 6 to 8, light supper, in bed by 9:30, 10, up again at 5 the next morning. And I handwrite every word, which I think Galsworthy, of course, had to do, because when I go to the room to start writing, I do not know, probably beyond the 2nd page. The pen goes, I follow it. I was going to kill off Lady Virginia in I was going to kill off Lady Virginia. You at the back, stand up. Stand up. That man there who works for Macmillan said to me at the end, oh, he said, I love Lady Virginia. And I thought, what? I said, shush. I said, stay standing up. I said, why do you love Lady Virginia, Jeff? And he said, oh, she's so evil, but I love her. What's she going to do in the next book? And I said, I was about to say, I'm going to kill her, and realized I couldn't. Because he had encapsulated, really, 1 million people's feelings.
Did you ever think when you were a younger man, before you went into Parliament, even in the late 60s, that you would write? Had it ever occurred to you as a means of earning a living?
No.
Or even something you wanted to do for recreational purposes?
No, absolutely not. I came to it at the age of 34 for the first time. Like you, I wanted to be captain of the England cricket team. And I failed.
Yes.
Yes. We both failed on that one.
Well, so far.
So far.
Where do you find your characters? Are there people in the Clifton Chronicles who will recognise themselves? Is there a thinly disguised element of autobiography in there somewhere?
That's a very, very shrewd question, because yes, I think there's a lot of me in Harry.
Yeah.
There's a bit of me in Giles. Mary is Emma, runs a great hospital, great academic, wonderful brain. And a lot of my friends, you've been in one of my books, a lot of my friends, well, if I'm writing about a journalist, why invent one? Just draw him and talk like him and think like him, and then say, here's a strange object who also is working at Cambridge at the same time as being at the Telegraph. Why invent something as wonderful as that? I'd like to believe my books will go on long after I have gone. And the sheer happiness of, I really enjoy the happiness it brings. I've been a very privileged and very lucky person. God gave me a simple gift to tell a story. And I want to thank all of you, and indeed those millions of people who've made it possible for me to go on telling those stories. Thank you.